What up, everybody? Pyro here, aka Joel. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit today about some of the fun stuff that I've been going through in life. And today I was going to tell you guys about my move. We're the family and I are moving. Not far, maybe like 20 minutes from where we're currently at. Earlier this year, my uncle he passed away, and his place is going up for sale, and we decided to uh, go purchase that. So we are in the process of selling our house while trying to buy his house, kind of doing it all at once, and it's been interesting to say the least. I did not realize we had so much stuff in this house. Like it just hidden away, nested. It was insane. For pretty much any of you guys who have been paying attention, like whether to be in like our music reactions or whatever, you can in some of those you can see my room's never been the cleanest, pretty cluttered, lots of nerdy stuff here and there. I'm gonna walk through you guys in a second and show you guys the studio now. I spent the last basically took an entire week off to clean not only the studio but start packing up the house and everything. It's it's been a lot. It's been a lot of work, but man, I'm hoping it's going to be worth it. I am incredibly nervous about this just because I think the whole family is to some extent, but like I've never been one for change. I don't really like change. I know it's a part of life, but I try to avoid it when I can, right? I think like most of us do, um, especially when it comes like moving and stuff. But this kind of has a, I don't know, there's something different about this. And I'm scared because like, all the memories that I've had with my daughters growing up here. And I'm the kind of person when it comes to memories. I get a lot of crap for like I save a bunch of stuff that typically most people wouldn't save, but when I see something, it kind of sparks the memory back in my head, and that's kind of how I remember things. Like, for example, our county fair changed up some stuff this year, and they removed an entire building, and it kind of broke my heart because it was like every time I went through this building, it reminded me of when I was a kid and all the memories and stupid shit that I did in there. And it's like the stuff just it doesn't jog by itself. You know what I mean? So that scares me a little bit. But obviously, with the girls and Cass, and we're gonna be good. We'll be fine. Make new memories, and that's just how life goes. But it doesn't make it any less, not. It doesn't make it any less scary. Um, So the transition over to my uncle's place, because it is kind of an odd thing. He passed away, and it's one of the scenarios that I know that he would want it to be kept in the family, and I think the rest of the family is on the same boat with that. And we're not by any means pressured into this, to be clear, but it's weird because prior to my uncle who passed living there, my other uncle lived there, and I grew up and I stayed with my cousins there in that house, and so it's already got its own set of memories. Like when the uncle who just passed away was over there, we just would go over and drink, and it was a great way to just get away from everything. His shop had no internet for the longest time, and we just go over there and get wasted and drink with him, bullshit about the old days and everything, and uh, it's been an interesting thing for sure. And I think that's probably the worst part of it. Obviously, death is uncomfortable for all of us, but this is kind of different just because like I'm helping clean out that house as much as I can, as well as packing my own house, and it's like I mean, I had like 2 months to mourn. You know what I mean? And so it feels very surreal still, and odd. But I know that he would want it this way anyways. Like, you know what I mean? With just somebody in the family, not necessarily even us. Uh, just kind of like it's a nice little farmhouse, and then it's got a really nice barn, which you guys are going to see a lot more of. me doing stuff there for that. And I think I'll do an official walkthrough video kind of showing you guys what if this place looks like, if you would like. Um, the new place that is, and we got a nice like an Amish barn, needs lots of work on it, but I grew up in these things, and they're just gonna be a blast for the kids. We can raise animals, chickens. I'm not really into meat animals, so I'm going to avoid that altogether. In fact, I find that kind of cruel when it comes to chickens and stuff, because their genetics are all messed up, and like with it fucks up their legs, and it never sat right with me. I love poultry and chickens, like, so grew up raising my own chickens, and it feels, it's kind of odd. You see me play video games and talk about books. Maybe it's the most nerdy thing that I talk about. And, I'm really into music, but you don't really hear much about, how I grew up, and I grew up on a farm. Um, I liked raising animals and stuff. I wasn't a fan of the meat, process of the farm, but kind of when that's just the way things kind of were with it. Uh, I think specifically I'll probably have, Loki here. Loki, come here. Come here. Come here. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about me at all. Come here, Pollock. He's just sitting here staring at me. Sitting here staring at me. We're going to get some baby chickens. And we're going to get a nice yard for this boy to run around, huh? Just a nice boy for this to run around. And we're going to get some chickens probably. And I have some projects. I would like to dig a pond in the back. And I don't really, obviously these are it's like a 10-year, he's trying to get me to play with this tire. It's kind of like a 10-year plan, all these things you want to do. We'll see if they get done, because that's how moving goes. You get all excited about stuff. Very little gets done after you move in. So we'll see what happens. But I think that would be not only good for me, because I'd be working on stuff. Like, what I'm thinking is like redoing a lot of the barn and filming it and then uploading it to YouTube, because why not? Everything else that I upload is all over the place already. You got gaming, you got music, you got me just randomly chatting here. God only knows what else I stumble into on the internet. And I figure, what the hell else? Why not do some, like, you guys get to watch me work, do some manual labor and watch me sweat, get some laughs out of it, right? But yeah, if you guys are interested, drop down in the comments. Let me know if you think I should make a video kind of showing the new place. It's still kind of getting cleaned out, and all my uncle's possessions and stuff. So that's still a process, and we'll probably wait till after everything's done there. And but I can show you what my office looks like real quick. It's all over the place. Yeah, I'm not good with this kind of stuff. So here we go. Look at this, guys. These were filled with books. You guys remember? This was actually a pastor's den before I moved in here. Those were all filled with clutter. This was Chuck's mountain of stuff. We had a door here in the back. Here, I'll show you the idea of what we're looking at here. This is the room. This is where we had the green screen all along the back here. And obviously we were sitting like this. And if you ever wondered what was behind going on over here, I had to remove I had a little platform holding this TV up. This is my second monitor. And then we have the regular chat and everything on this monitor typically. There's our camera. Who thought we had a camera crew? Woohoo! Anyways, there's our mixer. And as you can see, I had to tuck everything back away to kind of hide it so they could take pictures of this room. And it's been a process, and it's taken up a lot of time, which came at a bad time because we were already behind on some stuff like with the Patreon. Thankfully, people have been very patient and accepting for the most part. Life's been kicking my ass this year, but this is going to be something different. I'm excited to make some new memories with the family. And not only that, I have a lot of stuff planned for streams. It's going to be kind of a nice little hangout spot over there. And excited to kind of do something a little different. This is a little more constricting. So much you can do in a room that's about this big. And this obviously is way bigger than what we've been dealing with.
this table is typically like right here. And then with this was all filled up with stuff. Just all back here. The green screen was right here, had about like a foot. It was like right here. Yeah, like a foot behind it. That just was wasted space. I had a shelf over here with stuff on it. So this is way more open than it was before. And the new place, the shop, there's a shop out there. Used to be a shed of some sort. Kind of had like a corn crib in it and all kinds of stuff. And my first uncle that lived there, he remodeled the entire thing to basically look more like a shop. And he insulated it and all that good stuff. It's got a little wood burner, which is going to be the biggest problem I have. Because obviously having a wood burner, dusty, ashy, it's probably not great for my equipment. But it's just going to have to be how it is. I'm going to cover it up with plastic when I'm done. And we'll see how things go. But again, I'm pretty excited. If you guys want me to make some more videos about this kind of stuff, drop down in the comments. Let me know. I want to get better at doing these kinds of things and see how they go. But if you're curious what the rest now, it looks all pretty because of everything being cleaned up. I can't remember if a lot of us saw the walkthrough. I'm rocking Two Worlds soundtrack, by the way. Shout out to Harold. But yeah, it's come along a long way. If you do me a favor, like, subscribe, and you can keep track of what the hell's going on in my backyard before we go. If you guys saw that a few times when I did streams, we got the back. That's all cleaned up, man. All right, y'all. Peace.